Hello and welcome to Student Music Hour here on MAV FM. I'm here with Shelby
Howdy.
and Mason.
Hello.
My name is Judah Johnson, and today we're interviewing Shelby about her music and what she's planning to do with her career. So why don't you just give us a quick overview on the kind of music you make and why you make it and like what you make it for.
Okay, well, I write a lot of different kinds of music. I'm a guitar player, so I write mainly guitar centrically and I compose with that. I do video game soundtracks with my older brother. He's a game developer. And then I just write music for myself on guitar.
Great. Well, why don't we get into it? Do you want to play us one of your tracks you have ready?
Sure, I can play you something from a soundtrack I'm working on right now. The game's called Stormwater, and this is a medley of 2 songs from it.
Sounds great. Let's hear it.
That was a medley of 2 songs from the upcoming game Stormwater that I'm writing the soundtrack for.
Great. I liked it. It's like some almost main menu kind of music at the first and like a peaceful.
Yeah.
Whimsical. I would use the word whimsical. It kind of sounded like a
Definitely
old-timey medieval
that second part
RPG setting kind of thing.
Yeah.
Great.
The first song is for like having social interactions with the characters because it's a very story-driven, character-driven game.
Nice.
And then the second piece was for the combat.
So, do you write a lot of game soundtrack type music? Is that what you mainly write?
Gosh, I don't know if I would say I mainly write that, although I'm pretty much constantly working on a soundtrack and have been for many years. I think this is the 7th game we've done.
Oh, wow. With your brother?
Yeah.
Nice. So have you guys published a couple games already, or?
Yeah, all the other ones are out there. And you can find them, I think it's called like thinkingofcremation.itch. I think that's his
Alright.
page.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll have to check it out later.
Yeah.
I like play a few games myself. But great. Why don't you tell us a bit about your backstory? Like how long you've been playing guitar? Where'd you pick it up? That kind of thing.
Yeah, I've been playing guitar since maybe 8th grade or so. My first guitar was this really horrible piece of junk that you couldn't play. And so I quit it for like a year and then got a real guitar. But I don't know, I just listened to music with great guitar players and I wanted to do what they did. So,
Nice.
So what guitar players like specifically did you like listening to?
well, in the early days, I listened to a lot of metal because I had like my mom's iPod Nano or something and it had my older brother's music on it. So I listened to whatever thrash and power metal and all that stuff. But as my own taste developed, I started listening to a lot of grunge music.
Nice.
Any artists in particular?
Oh, all the good ones, Alice in Chains and Pearl Jam, Nirvana, Soundgarden.
Nice. Classics.
Yeah.
All right.
So why don't you play us another song that you have?
Okay, should I play another song from the soundtrack or something
Whatever you
else I'm
want.
working on?
You have any more grungier sounds, kind of?
Yeah, okay, I can play one of my original songs that I just wrote for myself.
Sure. What's it
Okay.
called?
It's called He Does the Cooking While I Search for Meaning.
Great.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Share my cancer stick and tell me how about your weekend. Play along in Jeopardy. What is obfuscating boyfriend? Put the kettle on, simmer like pink lemonade. Drag the evening out with our useless escapades. Escape. I wonder why any of this. I wonder why any of this. So there you go. So there you go. Please sup with me like I know why I am here. Soon I'll estrange you when I finally disappear. Show up again, sipping wine in South Dakota. I hope you understand, but if not, that's okay, I guess. I wonder why any of this. I wonder why any of this. So there you go. So there you go. Good warm shower for my infinite conundrum. He does the cooking while I sit and search for meaning again. I wonder why any of this. I wonder why any of this. Why the quiet? that was He Does the Cooking While I Search for Meaning by Shelby Miller, which is me.
Great. I liked it. Definitely can hear the Nirvana influence amongst other grunge artists.
Yeah, he's a very good songwriter, and people have been telling me that I write like him
Kurt Cobain.
forever. Yeah.
So, speaking of songwriting, what is like your songwriting process? Do you start with like a bunch of words? Do you start with a melody or a riff? Like, how do you start? You're like, okay, today I want to write a song. How do you start it?
I almost never start with words. I almost always start with the guitar parts and let that just guide me. Just
Mhm.
playing chords, making choices, and feeling out how I feel. And
What's your least favorite instrument or part to write?
I'm not good at writing bass parts.
Bass. Interesting.
I like playing it. It's fun, but I don't know how to write good bass parts.
I
Mhm.
found that the simpler the better usually does the trick,
Mm,
especially in a grunge or rock scenario. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
depends on the bassist and how you're feeling.
Yeah, true.
So why don't you tell us about some of your current projects? You said you're working on a game with your brother, Stormwater, right?
Yep, that's the new game we're working on, and it will be out sometime around December, although you can play it in early access now.
Oh, nice. It's in early access.
Yeah.
Are you getting a lot of good feedback for that? I guess your brother's doing most of the developing.
Yeah, I let him take care of all that.
Nice. So is he a solo dev?
Yes,
Good for him. That's a lot of work.
he does the writing, programming, and drawing and everything. So,
Good for him. I'd not have the patience to do that.
yeah, it's big projects.
Right.
So, should I play a song from that soundtrack?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, play us some more.
This is a medley of 2 songs from the Graceward soundtrack. So that was a medley of 2 songs from the Graceward soundtrack.
Grace Sword.
Yeah.
So it's a different project.
Yeah, that's the previous game we worked on.
Oh, so this one's already out?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. Interesting. I liked it a lot. It's definitely a bit more intense than the first one, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like I was like mining deep in the depths. I had had a mine cart or something. It kind of also reminded me of the game Hades in that soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Did you
love
kind
the
of
Hades
model
soundtrack.
it off of that, or like in like the guitar parts?
Well, I certainly played a lot of Hades.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Darren Korb. and
Yeah.
everything he works on.
Great composer.
Yes.
Good game too.
Yeah, he did all those soundtracks for Transistor and Bastion and Hades, and they're all great.
Nice. Yeah. So what kind of game would you say this is?
It's like an RPG kind of adventure game. Like I said, it's very story focused.
Story driven. Good.
Yeah.
Gotta love a good story driven game.
Yeah.
Keep you engaged.
So how many tracks did you write for that game?
Good question. I think it's 50.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's usually 50 songs, which is about like 3.5 hours of music.
So
That's
like
a lot.
2 or 3 minutes each.
Yeah.
That's still a lot of
So-
music.
How do you write game soundtracks? I've always wondered this. How do you write game soundtracks when it's like they all like lead into each other and like they start when you walk into a room?
Mm.
So how do you like write it when that's in your mind and like how they lead into each other and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's a big consideration. All of the songs have to loop perfectly into themselves. So
Mm.
they can just be played
Right.
nonstop. And then from the programming angle, it has to, fade out when you enter a new area and crossfade in the new track. So that's the programming issue I don't deal with. I just know that it has to loop perfectly.
Right.
So do you make like packs of songs or a specific mood or like a specific area or something, or how does that work?
We've done it a couple different methods. We have done that kind of thing before where it's like this part of the map is these songs or this mood. Other times it's like a character will have a specific song and then every level will have specific songs.
That's
Mm.
interesting.
So
I like that. Kind of when each character has its own motif or instrument that you
Yeah.
can recognize it by.
yeah.
Makes them feel a bit more unique almost.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you play us another song, or is it just like something that you have in the backlog or something?
Sure, yeah, I can play another tune. This is one I was working on last semester, and it's called Pretty in Pink.
Oh, nice. Was it for a class?
Yes, this is for digital music, and I think it was my final project.
Great. Let's hear it.
Pretty in pink always plays the bass. No, I said I'm straight most weekdays. And I will ask you to stay away. But I won't push if you don't obey. A touch just enough, and hope you'll understand. Maybe in my sorrow never needed a man. I know I'm easy on by anyone. That was Pretty in Pink by me. It feels weird to say.
By me.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
like, maybe I can say, I'm Shelby, and that was the song I wrote called Pretty in Pink.
That sounds good too.
Mhm.
I like it though. That's probably one of my favorite ones you've played so far.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I played it a little bit too much.
Yeah, that can
Yeah.
happen. I can definitely overplay something and then not like it anymore.
Yeah.
It's a hard thing for artists to get past.
I played one show over the summer with my friend Cedric. He played the melodica. Do you know what that is? It's like a
Mm.
piano you blow into.
Right.
And we did that song, so.
Nice. I like how it's very mellow sounding and it just kind of gradually builds up.
Yeah, I like that trick. I always have grunge music has big dynamics. And I like
Mhm.
to steal that and keep it the quietest part just before the absolute loudest part.
Nice. Very effective.
Mhm. There's all kinds of things you can do with song structure like that I've always found really interesting. Like, it doesn't have to just be verse, chorus, or anything like even A B or anything named like that. It can just be like, okay, we're going up, or like just straight down. Like, it doesn't have to be like that to be like a compelling song or to get you to feel whatever the song's trying to get you to feel. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, a lot of songwriters today, I feel like, don't use dynamics as effectively as they could. So,
'Cause
Yeah.
you can kind of do whatever you want. I mean, like, not whatever you want, but like, there's definitely more you can do than just verse and chorus and bridge and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
I like to play with structure a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
especially in those soundtrack songs, they're much more
Oh, yeah.
unstructured.
You don't have to kind of conform to like pop writing standards when it's video game
Yeah,
music. You can do whatever you want.
completely different.
mhm.
So why don't you tell us a bit about your aspirations, where you want to be in 5-10 years?
Oh Lord. Well, I am a third year student now, so I have this year and then one more year.
Right.
And I don't know what I'm doing here or what I want to do, really. I mean, I just like to play music and like make friends. That's like the whole reason I'm in school right now. Which is a lot of money for that, but
Yeah. Do you want to make money off your music someday?
eh, not really. I mean, I'd like to play live. I especially like playing with other people. It's really exciting and rewarding.
Right.
But I'm not trying to really be a proper artist or anything.
More of a hobby.
Yeah, pretty much.
So if you weren't doing music, what would you do?
Well, in my first year of school, I went to study biology.
Oh.
I can't remember why, but I do love plants. I don't know what I was trying to do with my that degree, but yeah, I also used to make wine. I used to work at a winery, and I was pretty
Really?
good at that. So, I've got options.
I mean, wine and botany.
Yeah.
They kind of go together.
Yeah.
It's
I'm-
funny. I think of it more in terms of location than like career path.
Like where you want to work?
Yeah, do I want to be in northern Minnesota in Duluth or Montana or Wyoming? I could go anywhere.
You
Mhm.
could.
Where are you from?
I was born in Green Bay, but I grew up in Connecticut.
Mm.
And now I'm in Minnesota somehow.
Yeah, how'd you get here?
I drove.
Well,
Uh,
you didn't fly on?
no, I had to bring all my worldly possessions in my little Ford Focus.
Right.
But as to why I came to Minnesota, I don't know. I just wanted to go far away. I love to
Mm.
travel. So
Nice.
Yeah, it's cold here. It gets cold in Connecticut too, probably though too.
we got blizzards, we got snow.
If you could travel anywhere in the world for free, where would you go?
Oh gosh, that's a difficult question. My heart is saying Montana.
Montana, really?
Yeah. I just love that like parts of the country, especially parts of this country where there's just nothing and no one.
Yeah.
It just resonate with me.
I was expecting something a bit more farther, I guess, but
Yeah.
Montana's a beautiful place.
I like it here.
Right.
I like South Dakota too. Actually, South Dakota is where I wrote that other song that I was playing. He does the cooking while I search for meaning.
Oh, nice. I just went to South Dakota this summer.
Beautiful place.
Oh, yeah. Badlands,
Black Hills.
Black
yeah.
Hills.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Well, that was Shelby Miller with her video game and some grunge tunes. Thanks for checking in with us at Student Maverick. What is this called again?
Student Music Hour. I'm Judah Johnson. I'm here with Mason Lindley and Shelby Miller. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
That was fun.
we'll close out here with a few more of Shelby's tracks. And thanks for joining us.
See ya.
Bye.